Hi all, welcome back. Today I'm going to perform a small video on how to configure a client Ssl profile for BIG-IP-F5-LTM. Client SSL includes three steps. So first one is we need to generate a self-signed certifications and key, SSL certificate key and SSL certificate and key. And second step is to configure the client SSL client profile, SSL client profile, and third one is configuring the virtual server for the client profile. So we'll jump and create the client SSL profile first. I have logged into the BIG-IP-F5-LTM and go to the system. Here you can find the certificate management. Click on that. So you can see by default F5 got few certificates. So what we can do is we can create and import. Suppose if we can create this SSL signing request by logging to the FI, as well as if you have a open SSL, so you can create it from open SSL, so to providing all the informations. So now I'm going to create a new one. Click on create. So here is it's asking for the name, so I will provide a SSL profile or SSL certificate, whatever you want. SSL certificate, issuer is self-signed, or if you have any certificate authority you can select it. So as of now I'm creating for the self-signed. So okay, once after that you can provide any common name. So I will provide fi test, test.com. So division, so it belongs to which division, so I will provide anything fi or something. Fine. So organization, so which organization it belongs to, I will provide like IT, and where what is the locality. So right now I'm staying in Bangalore, so I will provide Bangalore, and state Karnataka, and country India, and email address. So you can provide any email address. So here I can provide fi test at test.com. And lifetime of this certificate, it's a by default it's a 365 days, so you can mention whichever you wanted to. So any subject alternative names, any stand names you can provide here, and key type is RAC, and size of that it's a 1024 and 4096. So I will go with by default 2048. Click on finish. So our SSL certificate signing request is ready, and it contains a certificate and key. So now we need to create a profile, SSL profile for a client, as I'm include this certificate I'm including in the client. So I need to create a client profile. So go to the local traffic profile, and here is the SSL. There are two options when you are creating for client. So then you select for client. So when you are having a server, so then you need to select as a server. So right now I'm going with the client. So by default we got some SSL certificate, so I will go click on create new one, and I will provide SSL profile, and parent profile is like the client SSL. And here is the configuration, so where we can have a default key and certificate. Here is the custom. Click on this custom and certification keychain, so we need to add that key. And where is the what is the certificate? By default it's nothing got selected, so we have created a SSL certificate profile. So SSL certificate, click on this certificate, and key as SSL certificate. That signing request got a certificate and as well as key. So when passphrase, so you can include that passphrase in this one. So right now I don't have anything. I got certificate and key, so then I will click on add. So you can see the path certificate.crt and common SSL certificate key. So right now that's it, and you go down and click on finish. So we done this first and second step. So the now we need to go to the we need to create a virtual server. Go to the local traffic and virtual servers. So right now I have two virtual servers, HTTP and SSH. So I will create one more virtual server for HTTP. Whenever there is a request coming from outside with a HTTPS, so then it will use this virtual server. So I will give virtual server for HTTPS, virtual server for HTTPS traffic. So type is keep it as standard. Source is any, destination is, and destination is my VIP, outside VIP. So that is 192.168.230.150. Okay, and service port is HTTPS 443, and enable is state is enabled, and protocol is TCP, and we need to select a HTTP profile. Why? Because when the request is to an LTM and the internal traffic, we can go, it has a port 80, so we have to select a HTTP profile. And here main important part is SSL profile. So I have already created a SSL profile earlier, so I will select and include this when selected list. Suppose if you are creating for the server, so you will have a SSL profile for this server, so then that time you need to include and add it here. And after that I need to go down and select a default pool as HTTP and click on finish. So my HTTPS virtual server is ready. So then I will go to this outside this user machine, and I'll try to access that your IP address HTTPS 192.168.230.150. I got a SSL error. Click on proceed. Okay, right now it went to the web server 1, and click on this not secure symbol and go to the certificate invalid. And in general tab you can see issued to f5test.com and issued by f5test and valid from 6/6/2021 to 6/6/2022, so exactly the 365 days. And go to the details, and here you can find subject. In the subject you can find email address and common name of that URL for which URL it got, and organization unit, locality, and all the other stuffs. And now create and configure a client SSL profile for a BIG-IP-F5-LTM. I hope this video has been informative for you, and I would like to say thank you for watching.